Hello, my name's Scott. I'm a professional magician and this is a magic review.
It's a kind of magic.
In today's review, we're going to take a closer look at Lumen by Clément Di Natale. Hopefully I've done the French justice there. So there, unfortunately, are some misleading things with this product. Lumen, my TLDR on it is that I like the effect and I think it's quite clever and I think it's quite magical. There are some big downfalls and there are some things that Ellusionist haven't told you that I think would mean that some people wouldn't purchase this. And I think this is really important information about the product, and I'm going to tell you about everything in this review. So I recommend, if you're thinking about buying Lumen, watch this whole review to find out whether it's right for you. That's my TLDR. But what is Lumen? Lumen is an effect, and I would show it to you, but I record on my mobile phone, so I can't do it. I'll put some footage up on screen as well. It's an effect where you take a spectator's mobile phone. It does have to be an iPhone, and you can control with your mind, with mentalism, with whatever you want to call it, supernatural ability. You can control the torch on it. You turn it on, you can turn the brightness up, you can turn the brightness down, and then you can turn it off, all without ever touching the phone. There are a couple of other bonus routines included, which I'll touch on later in the review, but that's essentially what Lumen is. That's the effect. What do you get? What do you receive when you purchase Lumen? You receive basically a digital download, a tutorial. I think it's about 45 minutes, so it comes in various different videos, video clips or sections. So I haven't counted up how long it is exactly, but you receive roughly 45 minutes of instruction, detailed instruction from Clement himself. It's really good, it's really thorough. The instructions are clear. Clement actually speaks in English. I would assume that French is his first language, and it's very good. There's nothing really that's missed out on that. There are a couple of things that you need to perform this in addition to the method that is taught. One of those things which they do not tell you is an NFC chip. So they're little round discs. You can buy them off of Amazon, they recommend, but you can get them in lots of tech places. And they are like a little disc. I think you can get them mostly in white and black. And they say that these NFC readers will be something like $5 or less. The cheapest I could find them in the UK was £7 for, I think it was a pack of 5, or I think it was a pack of 10. So £7. So it's not $5. $5 in the UK is about £4, £3.92 or something. So it's not as cheap as they're making out, but of course they're marketing the product. So that's something that you need in addition. And then you also need the spectator to have an iPhone. So these are two things that you don't receive with the product, but you will need them to perform the effect. And that wraps up what do you receive when you buy Lumen. And I hear you asking, how easy is it? It is pretty easy. There's some timing involved, and there's a few seconds of what would be kind of misdirection because you have to do something on their phone. So it just takes a brief moment, but you do need that pause. You do need to ask them a question. Other than that, it is very easy. There's a small bit of sleight of hand with the NFC chip that pretty much does everything itself. All you need to be capable of doing is holding the chip in finger palm, and they're very small. You should be able to do that. Most people should be able to do that. Or alternatively, you could have the NFC chip in a top pocket or something like that, and as you bring the phone close to you, you can enact the effect. And you could do it that way, so you don't actually have to have anything extra in your hand or have it in your trouser pocket and bring the phone near that. So the sleight of hand can be mitigated completely if you wanted to. There's a couple of little thoughts. I should have put that in the final thoughts. But overall, the effect is pretty easy to perform. I just want to interrupt this review for a second. If you find my reviews helpful and if they help you make a purchase or decide not to purchase and save you money, please do support this channel. The more support this channel gets, the more subscribers we get, the more people who interact with the channel, the more reviews I'm going to be able to do, and the more I'm going to be able to help you. I'm trying to do these reviews to help the magic community and help people like you, because there are a lot of reviewers who talk absolute nonsense. So if you do enjoy this channel and you do find my content useful, then please do share, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate everything everyone does for this channel. Back to the review. Reset time is really fast. So it's within a few seconds, 5 seconds, 3 seconds, something like that. The reset time is what makes it have a reset time is the fact that you need to do something on their phone. You need to do a little bit of cleanup. You can't give them their phone back immediately after the effect has happened. So that is the only little bit of reset time that there is with Lumen. Other than that, everything is very fast to perform and reset. Angles, there are none. This is not an effect where you're holding anything under the phone or you're adding anything onto the top of the phone, or you have a little piece of light that you switch on or something. It's nothing like that. So in terms of the angles, as long as someone can see the phone that the spectator is holding from anywhere around, you can perform it from any angle with no restrictions whatsoever. Pocket space. Like Clement says, this is something that he carries everywhere. This is something that he performs at lots of, or well, he says all of his professional events and gigs. So all you need to do is carry the NFC chip, and that's it. So it's a tiny, tiny piece of pocket space, the same as something like an Old English penny or a American $half. That's all the pocket space this is going to take up. You can keep it anywhere you want. You can keep it in your wallet. You can keep it in your pocket, absolutely anywhere. And that's it for pocket space. My final thoughts on Lumen are that there are a couple of additional things that they don't tell you, that Ellusionists don't tell you in the marketing of this product. And I think it is kind of a make or break of whether you would buy this product or not. The first thing is the spectator's phone. It has to be unlocked. It cannot be locked. So you have to, when the spectator hands you their phone, you have to ask them to unlock it first. Then you have to install a custom script on their phone, which I certainly know in some of the events that I provide entertainment that it just wouldn't be possible. In a more casual setting, perhaps, but you're basically asking for complete access to someone's phone. So on top of installing a custom script on the phone, you also need the person to have on their iPhone the app Shortcuts. So if they don't have this app installed, this won't work. It's as simple as that. All iPhones since, I believe, 2017 do come with the Shortcuts app installed when you purchase the phone. So that is a good thing, but that's not to say that someone hasn't said, oh, I don't need the Shortcuts app. I'm going to delete it to free up space on my phone. So that is another thing. If they don't have internet, if they don't have an iPhone, if they don't have the Shortcuts app installed on their phone, you can't perform it, basically. These are all things that I think should have been explained or should have been highlighted in the product marketing, because they're selling you something that also they've said it doesn't use any apps. It does. It uses Shortcuts app, but because it's not on your phone, they're saying that you don't require any apps. You absolutely do. That is a lie. And that is false advertising of this trick, which is why I've explained to you fully in this review what you need to accomplish the effect. You can't recreate the effect from what I've said, and it is clever. As I've said, I like it, but they need to be more transparent with this. This is not good, and they're not communicating effectively. They're just putting profit over informing the customer of what they're receiving. So I have no doubt that many people will buy this before watching my review, and they'll be really disappointed. And it's not like it's a huge amount of money. It's £15 or I think $18. So it's not going to break the bank, but it definitely leaves a sour taste in my mouth, knowing that they've lied to me and they could have told me these things without giving away the method. And maybe I would have bought it, maybe I wouldn't have. So I think that's everything. It does use an app. The marketing is a lie where it says it doesn't use an app. You require internet access at all times. The spectator's phone must have the Shortcuts app on it, and also they need to unlock the phone. And if they cover the sensor of the phone so that it auto locks, or if they have their phone set so that it auto locks after 10 seconds or 15 seconds of not being used, the trick also won't work. So you're relying on a lot of unknowns to make sure this happens. If you can get the right scenario, it's a great trick. and it's very magical. And I love the twisting, and just the animation is lovely. But all of these things should have been explained in the marketing. Even if not in the trailer, it should have been written on the product page of Ellusionist's website. I think that's everything for today. Of course, you don't receive anything with Lumen. It's a digital download. There's no physical item that's shipped to you, so that's a good thing. You don't have to pay for shipping if you're outside the US. That is an absolute pain when ordering from Ellusionist. I think that's everything for today's review. If you have any questions, leave it in a comment below. If you found this review helpful or useful, then hit the like button, subscribe. If you think a friend might benefit from this video, then share it with them, and I'll see you in the next review.